Hello everyone, I am Akshada Tiwari presenting the video on the topic file structure and organization. In this video, we will learn about basics of file structure and organization. Here are the contents which we will learn one by one. First, we will see the definition of field organization, types of field structure, definition of record organization, types of record structure, and at last, file organization. Now we will see the definition of field organization. A field is the smallest logically meaningful unit of information in a file. Fields are organized into aggregates, either as many copies of a single field or a list of different fields. Types of field structure. There are four types of field structure. First, force the fields into predictable length. Second, begin each field with length indicator. Third, place a delimiter at the end of each field. And the last one, use a keyword equal to value. First type, that is, first, force the fields into predictable length. The fields in a file vary in length. If we force the fields into predictable length, we can pull them back out of the file simply by counting our way to the end of the field. We can define a structure in C or C++ to hold these fixed length fields. In the given example, each field is a character array that can hold a string value of some maximum size. A fixed size field in a file does not need to add this extra character. Hence, an object of class student can be stored in 59 bytes. Second type, that is, begin each field with length indicator. The length of each field can be indicated by beginning each field with an integer that indicates how many bytes there are in a field, as shown in the following figure. If the fields are not too long, it is possible to store the length in a single byte at the start of each field. We refer to these fields as length base. Third type, that is, place a delimiter at the end of each field. It is possible to preserve the identity of fields by separating them with delimiters. We need to choose some special character or sequence of characters that will not appear within a field and then insert that delimiter into the file. The choice of delimiter character can be very important as it must be a character that does not get in the way of processing. White spaces would be a poor choice for file as blank often occurs as valid character within an address field. Instead of white space, we use the hash character as our delimiter so a file appears as shown in the following figure. Fourth type, that is, use keyword equal to value. It has an advantage that it is first structure in which the field provides information about itself. Such self-describing structure can be a useful tool for organizing files in many applications. It is easy to tell which fields are contained in a file. It is also a good format for dealing with missing fields. If a field is missing, this format makes it clear as the keyword is simply not there. This format also wastes a lot of space. 50% or more of the file space could be taken up by the keywords. Now we will see the definition of record organization. Record is a set of fields that belong together when the file is viewed in terms of higher level of organization. Types of record structure. There are 5 types of record structure. First, fixed length record. Second, fixed length fields in record. Third, begin with length indicator. Fourth, use an index for address of each record. Fifth, using delimiter at the end of each record. First type, that is fixed length record. A fixed length record file is one in which each record contains the same number of bytes. This method of recognizing records is similar to the first method we saw for making field recognizable. Fixed length record structure are the most commonly used methods for organizing files. The C or C++ structure student defined below of fixed length fields is an example of fixed length record as well as the example of fixed length fields. It is possible to mix field and variable length fields within a record as shown in the figure. Second type, that is fixed length fields in record. Instead of specifying that each record in a file contains some fixed number of bytes, we can specify that it will contain a fixed number of fields. This is another way to organize the records in a file. The structure student asks for 5 pieces of information for every student. So there are 5 contiguous fields in the file for each record as shown in the figure. Third type, that is begin with length indicator. The length of the records can be indicated by beginning each record with a field containing an integer that indicates how many bytes there are in the rest of record as shown in the following figure. This is commonly used method for handling variable length records. The fourth type, use an index for address of record. We can use an index to keep a byte offset for each record in the original file. The byte offset allows us to find the beginning of each successive record and compute the length of each record. We look up the position of record in the index, then seek to the record in the data file. The given figure shows the mechanism. Last type, that is using delimiter at the end of record. It is possible to preserve the identity of records by separating them with delimiters. We need to choose some special character or sequence of character that will not appear within a record and then insert that delimiter into the file after writing each record. Following figure shows a vertical bar character as the record delimiter. Now we will see about what is file organization. Files contain computer records which can be documents or information which is stored in a certain way for later retrieval. File organization refers primarily to the logical arrangement of data which can itself be organized in a system of records with correlation between the fields or columns in a file system. File can be organized in two ways as follows. First, variable length record. Second, fixed length records. In variable length record, the record have no predetermined length. They are just as long as they need to be and therefore make better use of space than fixed length records do. In fixed length record, all the records have the same length. Records are padded with blanks, nulls or other characters so they extend to the fixed length. Now there are some questions on this topic. First question, a field is, and the options are a smallest logically meaningful unit of information in a file. B. A largest logically meaningful unit of information in a file. C. Sets of record. D. None of these. Second question. How many types of records are there? A. 3. B. 2. C. 4. And D. 5. Third question. Which one of the following is not type of record? A. Begin with length indicator. B. Use delimiter at the end. C. Use keyword equal to value. D. Fixed length. And the fourth question. What is the advantage of keyword equal to value? The options are A. Which provides information about itself. B. It is not a good format for dealing with missing fields. C. Both A and B. And D. None of these. Last question. What are the ways of file organization? The options are A. Variable length record. B. Fixed length record. C. Both A and B. And D. None of these. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.